Chapter 2. When the sun climbed down from the sky and hid himself deep in the crack of the night, I sit up on my raffia mat, kick Caius's leg away from my feet, and rest my back on the wall of our room. My head been stoning my mind with many questions since this morning, questions that are not having answers. What is it meaning to be the wife of a man with 2 wives and 2 children? What is making Morufu to want another wife on top of the already 2? And Papa, why is he wanting to sell me to an old man with no any thinking of how I am feeling? Why didn't he keep the promise he made to Mama before she died? I rub my chest, where the too many questions is causing a sore, climb to my feet with a sigh, and walk to the window. Outside, the moon is red, hanging too low the sky. Be as if God pluck out his angry eye and throw it inside our compound. There are fireflies in the air this night. Their bodies flashing a light of many colors, green and blue and yellow, every one of them dancing and blinking in the dark. Long ago, Mama told me that fireflies are always bringing good messages to people at night. A firefly is the eyes of an angel, she says. See that one there? The one perching on the leaf of that tree? A dooney? That one be bringing a message of money for us. I didn't sure what message that firefly was wanting to bring that long time ago, but I know it didn't bring no money. When Mama was dead, a light off itself inside of me. I keep myself in that dark for many months, until one day Caius find me in the room where I was sorrowing and weeping, and with his eyes round, full of fear, he begged me to stop my crying, because my crying is causing him a heart pain. That day, I pick up my sorrow and lock it in my heart so that I can be strong and care for Caius and Papa. But sometimes, like today, the sorrow climb out of my heart and stick his tongue in my face. When I close my eyes on some days, I see my Mama as a rose flower, a yellow and red and purple rose with shining leaves. And if I sniff a deep sniff, I can catch her smell too. That sweet smell of a rose bush sitting around a mini tree, in the cup of the coconut soap in her hair just after her washing of Agan waterfalls. My Mama was having long hair, which she will plait with black threads and roll around her head like a thick rope, looking like 2 or 3 small tires around her head. Sometimes she will remove the threads, let her hair climb down to her back, so that I can brush it with her wooden brush. Sometimes she will take the brush from my hand, make me sit on a bench in the outside by the well, and twist up my own hair with so much coconut oil that I go about the whole village smelling like a frying food. She didn't old, my Mama, only 40-something years of age before she died, and every day I feel a paining in my spirit for her quiet laugh and voice, for the soft of her arms, for her eyes that say more things than her mouth ever speak. She didn't sick for too long, thank God. Just 6.5 months of coughing and coughing until the cough eat up her whole flesh and make her shoulders be like the handle of our parlor door. Before that devil sickness, Mama was always keeping busy, always doing this and that for the everybody in the village. She will fry 100 puff-puffs every day to sell in Ikati market, sometimes picking 50 of it. the best of the gold brown ones for her from, from the hot oil, and tell me to take it to Iya, one old woman living in a Gan village. I didn't too sure of how Iya and Mama are knowing each other, or what is her real name, because Iya is a Yoruba word for old woman. All I know is my mama was always sending me to give food to Iya and all the older women who are sick in the village around the Kati. Hot tamala and okra soup with crayfish and beans and dodo, the plantain, soft, oily. One time, I bring puff puff to Iya after Mama was too sick to travel far. And when I reach home that night and ask Mama why she keeps sending food to people when she is feeling too sick to travel far, Mama say, Aduni, you must do good for other peoples, even if you are not well, even if the whole world around you is not well. It was Mama who showed me how to pray to God, to put thread in my hair, to wash my cloth with no soap, and to change my undercloth when my monthly visitor was first coming. My throat tight itself as I hear her voice in my head now, the faint and weak of it, as she was begging Papa to don't give me to any man for marriage if she dies of this sickness. I hear Papa's voice too, shaking with fear but fighting to be strong as he was answering her. Stop this nonsense, dying talk. Nobody's dying anything. Aduni will not marry any man. You hear me? She will go to school and do what you want. I swear to you. Just do quick and better yourself. But Mama didn't do quick and better herself. She was dead 2 days after Papa made that promise. And now I am marrying an old man because Papa is forgetting all the things he made promise to Mama. I am marrying Morufu because Papa is needing money for food and community rent and nonsense. I taste the salt of my tears at the memory of it all, and when I go back to my mat and close my eyes, I see Mama as a rose flower. But this rose is no more having yellow or red and purple colors with shining leaves. This flower be the brown of a wet leaf that suffer a stamping from the dirty feet of a man that forget the promise he made to his dead wife.